What's good, y'all? And welcome, um, welcome to my review for Midsommar. Just saw it. I picked it up on Redbox. Just finished watching it, and once again, I am left speechless. Once again, I am bewildered by what I just witnessed. Once again, after the finish of the movie, I just sat there, look at the credits, trying to process what hell I'm still recovering as I'm recording this. Ari Aster, man. The man is a fucking genius. 2 movies, 2 masterpieces, 2-0. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I am jealous that I'll probably not be this successful in my first 2 films. Because you guys know I want to be a director. I'm actually looking at it like, God damn, man. Like, damn, man, you upstaging all of us. But in all seriousness, man, this movie was a fucking masterpiece. Ari Aster is without a doubt the James Cameron of horror. This man cannot make a bad film. Although, I know what a lot of you guys were thinking. Glenn, did you think this was better than Hereditary? No. I think Hereditary was a bit better, a little bit better than this film. They're both fucking amazing horror films, but I definitely liked Hereditary a little bit more. And I can definitely tell, now y'all remember how I felt about Hereditary. How much I fucking loved Hereditary. It was one of my favorite films that year. And then, I was telling other people to watch it, and I told you guys how I saw it. And then my parents saw it, and they hated it. Thankfully, my man, Server's Garden. The man actually was tweeting about him when he saw it. He actually ended up enjoying the film. Probably not as much as I did, but hey, it's better than having everyone else who watched it hate it. Which is the same thing, which actually Chris Stuckman in his review when I watched it back when he first came out. He actually mentioned how he too loved the movie and wanted to share it with everyone else, with other people, and they all ended up hating it. I find that hilarious, man, how we're both in the same boat like that, man. But anyway. You know what? Enough of me rambling, guys. Like, I don't know what to say, man. I'm still left speechless after what I watched, man. I'm legit still recovering. The ending, though, oh my holy shit. I think if there's one thing I definitely did like a little bit more than Hereditary, was probably, I think I like this ending a little bit more, and I'll talk about it a bit later on in my review, but just like Hereditary, the least you know the better, so I'm about to be vague as fucking possible. So, with that all in mind, let us just jump right in. So the movie is directed by Ari Aster, and only $10 million for the budget, man. This was low. Then again, I'm not surprised by that, but anyway. Directed by Ari Aster, stars Florence Pugh, Jack Rayner, Will Poulter, William Jackson, Wilhelm Blomgren, I probably butchered that, Isabella Grill, and many more. And so the plot of Midsommar is that it follows the story of Danny. She raised out a family. She raised out a tragedy, and and then her boyfriend invites her to join him and his friends on this trip over to Sweden to, join this festival thing, and of course, ends up being a crazy cult shit, and we all know what happens after that. This is a horror movie after all. So, let me just discuss the plot. First off, the cast. Now, I have never heard of this girl, of the main lead of the movie, Florence Punch. I swear, I feel like I'm Punch. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong, but Florence. My fucking god, like, I got into this movie not expecting her to be as good as Toni Collette, because she's fucking Toni Collette gives you the performance of her fucking life. Her and Alex, what's his name, for Hereditary. They both gave you the best performance. You guys know how fucking pissed off I was that Hereditary got screwed on. Thankfully, I don't know if I mentioned this in a video, but I know it's actually when the time around the Oscars came out, one of the guys actually who was actually a part of the cabinet did come out to her saying, "Hey, I voted for them! I voted for them!" So I was like, all right, finally someone here has some brain cells, you know. So she shocked me. She gives you the performance of her fucking life, man. I wouldn't say she's as good as Toni Collette, but my fucking god, she was fantastic in this movie, man. Like, wow, like, holy shit. Like, I would, like, her screams when she, like, gets crying, she gets really emotional. She legit rivals Toni Collette. I don't think she's as strong. Like, you guys remember when Toni Collette screamed in that one scene, which is just is just stuck on Alex's face. You remember that scream she let out? She rivals that when she has to get really fucking emotional, man. Like, there were so many scenes, man, that I'm just like, holy shit, man. Like, wow, like, Jesus. And man, like, she was without that giving out performance of just, she was fantastic, man. The rest of the cast was pretty good. Will was great. William was great. Jack was pretty good. The whole cast definitely was overall really great across the boards. Another thing I gotta praise is the cinematography. Oh my god, this movie is a feast for the eyes. Like, Chris mentioned this in his review, how this movie is going to be, like, really good for people who are aspiring filmmakers, because there's just so much, because, this is, like, a mastercraft, like, this is just a master at work in, like, every shot. I can agree with it. Like, Jesus Christ, the cinematography is so fucking good and so beautiful. Like, I know I mentioned how I'd never seen cinematography, like, I mentioned in my Joker review that I'd never seen cinematography this good since Blade Runner 2049. I would low-key say Midsommar has better cinematography. And I do hope this movie does get nominated for Best Cinematography Oscar, but it probably won't, because it's a horror film, and fuck horror. Because God forbid we give horror movies any credit. God forbid. God forbid. But my god, this movie was beautiful, and the editing. Oh my god, the editing! Oh my god, this movie is so fucking immaculate. This movie, oh my god, it's edited so beautifully. The cuts, oh, the transition, oh my god. Like, there's this one scene where Danny is kind of having it, like, in the middle of about to have, like, a panic attack because she has anxiety. Because I'm pretty sure she has anxiety. And, like, how it's edited and everything, it makes you really get inside her head of where she is. And oh my god, like, oh my god. Oh my god, the music! Oh my god, this music is so fucking good. Like, legit, it's like The Shining, where it doesn't really sound music, and I swear to god, in the ending with the song they played, you'll feel like you're going fucking insane. Like, Jesus Christ, oh my god, yo, like, this movie is just so fucking good, man. Like, I don't know what to say anymore, man. Like, this movie was just so fucking good to watch, man. Like, the cinematography, the music, everything was masterful here. Also, I also have to give props to this movie. This movie is the type of movie that if you pay attention to, like, some of the more out, like you kind of look around, like, the background of the movie, did, like, other things, not just what you're supposed to look at, you actually notice some certain stuff. And I even gotta give props to the main menu. I really like what they did with the main menu, man. That was some cool stuff. I won't say anything about it because obviously I'd be reviewing some major spoilers, but I thought what they did with the main menu there, that was cool as well. There's just so many other things. Like, there's this, like, now throughout the whole movie it's pretty much just everyone getting high and everything, and there's legit, like, this one, and, like, there's so many other scenes in the movie where you legit see shit moving, not in, like, more in, like, that kind of, like, optical illusion kind of moving, where you don't know if it's just the movie playing tricks on you, or you're legit going fucking insane, man. It was trippy as hell when I see shit kind of moving like that, and I'm just like, whoa, what the hell is going on? Like, you'll think you're fucking high watching this movie, man. It's fucking masterful, man. Like, this movie is just a fucking masterpiece, man. Now, no. Now that's about all I do for praise. Like, overall, this movie was fucking fantastic, man. what about the negatives? Because this movie did have problems. Okay. With being vague as possible. My problems with the movie mostly stem from the fact that other things Hereditary did, because this movie does deal with a lot of similar things to Hereditary, like grief and some other stuff, but they're not as strong as Hereditary. Now, I'm not going to come out here and constantly compare it to Hereditary. I don't think that's really fair to do that, but I will compare it a little bit. First off, you guys remember the huge, massive, holy fucking shit moment in Hereditary. I won't say it because in case you haven't seen it. But y'all remember that scene. That car scene. That shit still fucking burned in my brain. And the reason for it is because it was so instant. So, holy shit, out of nowhere. Came out like an RKO from out of nowhere, man. You didn't see it coming. It just happened. You're just like, holy! You were shocked. Now, the movie does have that similar scene. It does have that what the fuck moment, but it's not as strong because you see it coming. Not because you like kind of like you can put pieces together, but because with how long they linger on this kind of thing, I'm trying to be as vague as possible. If you see me, you know what I'm talking about. With how much they linger on, you kind of see where they're gonna go, and you see what happens. It's still shocking from the level of gore, but not as oh my god, holy shit, as what it was in Hereditary. And the second one is overall from the overall characters and story. The story overall was pretty good, simple, but effective. But it wasn't as strong as Hereditary's was, because I think Hereditary had an overall stronger story with everything that was going on with grief, family, the ancient, mystical demon shit. I think it overall had a much stronger narrative, along with, I would say, better acting. Not saying the acting in the movie was bad, but the acting in Hereditary was a league of its own, So, it comes down to that. I feel like that, however, had a stronger narrative as well as stronger characters. The characters in the movie are fine, but they're nowhere near as three-dimensional as, the characters were in Hereditary. Hereditary, the characters, there were so much of those characters, they were just so great, along with what they made performance. Here, the characters are still pretty good, but they're a lot more, I think Chris said it best, where they're more like objects and less like people, And one other thing I also gotta say that I didn't really like it, what that was kind of a little bit of a weaker point movie, was how the movie handled grief. Now, I think the way they did, how it all incorporates within the third act, which I gotta say, the third act is fucking batshit insanity. Like, if you thought Hereditary was crazy, you ain't seen shit. Like, the third act is fucking bonkers, man. Like I mentioned before, not only like the last 5-10 minutes you'll think you're going fucking insane, but the rest of the third act is just, what the fuck am I watching? It's like The Shining, man. It definitely Ari's horror is definitely more of that what the fuck horror. He's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, and I wouldn't be surprised if Midsommar will honestly, if it hasn't already, become a lot more divisive than Hereditary was, because there's a lot of crazy shit that happens in this movie, and a lot of crazy shit that happens in the third act that I also won't be surprised it turns off a lot of people off, or they'll just like, what the fuck is this shit, and they'll just look at it weird, and they'll just not enjoy it. I wouldn't be surprised, because my mom said she wanted to watch this movie, and she didn't like Hereditary, and I told her, you didn't like Hereditary, you'll hate this movie. But she's like, oh, no, I'll still see, which I'm like, okay, don't be surprised when you hate it, though. So, yeah, man. So one thing I mentioned, the way how they handle grief was also grief was like a mainstay of the Hereditary. That was like kind of one of the binding forces, one of the pillars of that movie. It's more of kind of like here. It comes down to setup for the movie with how everything happens, and it comes back a little bit in the third act. But I don't think the way it was overall just handled wasn't nearly as strong as Hereditary. Granted, that was the main focus of Hereditary was grief alone there. Here, it's more kind of like it's still kind of there, but I wouldn't say it's as prevalent. It's more talk about the whole relationship thing, about a toxic relationship, but not the way you would think it's talk of a toxic relationship. It's interesting. It's an interesting kind of thing. And if you see the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like before, I'm trying to be as vague as possible here for any of you guys that still have yet to watch this movie, which I definitely think you guys should. So, yeah, that's about all I gotta say with Midsommar, man. Which for the longest time I thought was pronounced Midsommar. Yeah, man, this movie was just fucking fantastic to watch, man. Yo, I will definitely say Ari style horror is definitely not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, man. It's definitely very niche. But my God, this man is a director with a fucking vision, man, and I wait with bated breath for his next masterpiece, man. I can't wait to see what else he has in store for us, man. He is definitely become one of my favorite directors of all time. He's either my favorite horror director, and I just can't wait to see what other shit this man could come up with. Because my God, this movie was fucking masterful, man, and I recommend all you guys check it out. If you guys liked Hereditary, definitely check this movie out if you haven't already. You will fucking love it. If you didn't like Hereditary, skip it. You'll hate it. So yeah, man. It was so good to finally see this one because you guys know I wanted to see them when it came out in theaters, but I didn't because of the earthquake and everything. I hit it first crash a while ago, but yeah, I finally got to see it, man. My God, it was so good, man. It was such a joy to watch. This man, I know I'm repeating myself at this point, but my God, this man is a fucking G's, man. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I gotta say this: films, I should say, like this is what inspired me to become a filmmaker, guys. It's man. I hope one day I can make a movie that good. Will I do it on my second try? Probably not. But anyway, guys. Hope y'all, it's over on my final verdict for Midsommar is a 10 out of fucking 10, ladies and gentlemen. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Flagging. Links down in the description box below. And also, guys, one other thing. I actually have a new account on Letterboxd. So if any of you guys want to follow me there, if you guys don't know, it's this movie app, which is kind of like Mal, which is something I've been looking for, a Mal version for movies as well as for comics. But, hey, I'm on there. I got a couple lists there, so you guys want to follow me there if you guys are interested in any of my movie shit. I'll leave a link to that also down in the description box below if you guys want to follow me there. So, yeah. Got a couple lists, got my top 10 movies of what I got this year, which I need to update that and put Midsommar in the top 5, which I'll probably do that a little bit later today or tomorrow. But anyway, guys, see you guys next time.